Hello and welcome to Rauta's Non-Metal Reviews. And this time we're reviewing one of my favorites from summer 2023. However, it took quite a few months for this album to actually reach me, so here it is a few months after the release. This one is Drifting in Silence with an album called Timeless. As you can pretty much figure it out, this isn't exactly a metal album, nor it does look like that. And that's why it's mentioned as a non-metal review, as most of you are anyway accustomed for me doing metal reviews mostly, or mainly at least. Now this one is a CDR release, CDR Digipack to be precise, by their label Labile Records, and this was released around late June in 2023. And that's when I requested this, because when I was listening to the digital copy of the album back in the days, I figured out this is speaking to me. This is speaking to my sides, enjoying ambient music, as well as the one that is enjoying very much synthwave and beyond. Now this is definitely more on the ambient side of things, but I guess it's worth mentioning that there is this strong flirt with synthwave. Yes, this is definitely tapping into the world of electronic music in the instrumental sense, and that alone means that this is not for people who are looking for riffs or even melodies for that matter, even less so with singing. But this is exactly why I wanted to feature this album here, and thanks go to the label for sending me this one. Now the style here is more like a soothing ambient. It's not exactly something what I would say is my favorite kind of ambient, dark one, but more on the positive side of things. That's why I think there is a strong synthwave element brought into play. This is a kind of album that starts, coloring the landscape, the horizon with some kind of a Miami Vice thing. And if you're way too young to understand what I'm talking about the sunset horizons, or, well, dawn for that matter as well. This is the kind of stuff that you would be driving your sports car, maybe you're alone, just feeling by yourself like, hey, life is good and all that stuff, reflecting upon things and all that stuff. Or maybe you're with your spouse, maybe you're there, driving your fast European sports car with your good-looking girlfriend there, and you're just like enjoying the moment. Yes, I'm getting a little bit romantic here, despite not being a romantic person in general. But what I'm saying here is this kind of pushes the right buttons, points you a direction that you're like, okay, this is what I'm listening to when I'm listening, not some kind of darker music or violent music, some kind of a sinister music. I mean, everybody probably knows, from coming from black metal background anyway, the kind of a feeling that you're going to some dark, deep cellar or dungeon, cave, what have you, abandoned ruins for that matter. Or maybe you're talking about torture cells or other places of incarceration and all that stuff. Now, this is the opposite of that. This is where you just take your car and drive to the sunny beach, maybe to enjoy some good time with your friends, with cold drinks and something good to eat, laughs and good mood in general. This is not the place, musical one, where you get like those dark thoughts and you're like, okay, I'm just feeling pity and all that stuff for yourself. Things are finally making sense and you're just enjoying the good mood. This is the kind of ambient. You don't need the words. You don't need singing. You don't have the need or need to have those weird computerized electronic beats, in order to give you some dance move things. I don't like dancing, so when I go for electronic music, it's more likely to be something like this. Maybe it's synthwave, maybe it's ambient, but it's definitely, preferably, something without beats and vocals. So there you have it. There's something magical which just goes nicely, drifting in silence. Maybe this is indeed soundtrack to drifting in general, and this could, mean as well driving. I'm thinking driving a car, but I don't see why it's not, taking a nice bike ride. Or maybe you're taking your motorcycle and just taking time off by yourself, letting your imagination go wild and enjoy beautiful horizons, dawns or the sun going down or whatever. But it's more about the feeling, the thing of being right there and enjoying your life, I guess. So a good album, and in so many ways something that I find soothing. If there's one word I would describe this album with, it's soothing, definitely. So off you go, check it out. You will find this link provided in the description box. So check it out, and I hope you enjoy it. Maybe it's something contemporary, different music to whatever you are listening, daytimes, night times, and all that stuff. And this is something that you might need, at least a dose of that. Off you go, and I hope you like it.